We are going to Tulum, you all. So come with me as I travel to Tulum, Mexico on a work trip. It's a work slash leisure trip because we're going for our year-end celebration. We're going to enjoy our achievements, that we made throughout the year. So we are flying from Atlanta, Georgia to Cancun, Mexico. Then we're going to get on a bus to drive an hour to go to Tulum, you all. This is my first time in Mexico, you all. Of all the travels that I've done all over the world, I have never been to Mexico. And what best place to introduce myself to Mexico than Tulum, you all? I heard it was beautiful. And we are actually staying at the Hilton Tulum. And it's an all-inclusive resort. So just got into the hotel. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool hotel. So it's the Hilton Tulum Mayan and all-inclusive resort. And check out our my room. This is the room that I'm staying in. Again, it's all inclusive, but I just wanted to show you guys some of the little amenities that are here. I love the shower, you all. But yeah, so just a quick look of the room that I'm staying in. I don't have a ocean view. My room actually, we're looking at the bathroom amenities here, you all. Nothing great, nothing special. The room was nice and clean, no evidence of a previous guest. I'm a hotel general manager myself, so as I'm doing this video, I'm inspecting the room to make sure that, there's no there's no debris from previous guests. But the little mini fridge right here is stocked with snacks and beverages, water and beer and sodas. Only the top blue thing you see right there is water. That's all I'm gonna drink while I'm here is water. But snacks and little cookies and chips and sodas, and of course they come equipped with a coffee maker. I brought my own tea, so but yeah, that's the water right there. So it was actually pretty good, sparkling and still water, whatever brand, local brand that is. But let's check out the rest of the room. I have a room with two queen size beds, and yeah, the beds are nice and tight and clean, and again, no evidence of a previous guest. And it's just simple, nothing really, special, nothing really fancy. But as I mentioned earlier, my room, the ocean is actually on the other side, but it's, kind of a little jungle deal going on right there. The only thing I'm not really crazy about, I was on the first floor, not a big fan of first floor, but I mean, it is what it is. The place feel pretty safe. It's actually pretty secluded out here in Tulum. There's just not a lot going on around the resort, but yeah, the room was sufficient. Again, beds are nice and clean, which is a focal point of any hotel room. Take it from a hotel general manager. Walls are clean, no dirt, no evidence of previous guests, nothing like that. So our first night out, we went to Tulum city or town. It was like a 40-minute drive or something like that. But we had a pretty good evening to start out our week celebration in Tulum. It was, what cuisine was this? I don't remember. I don't recall, but the name of this restaurant, but I just remember we had a great time. And I don't drink or anything like that, but that was just me and my coworkers, again, we're celebrating. Here's a little bit more of the resort, you all. This video is going to kind of, go back and forth, but there's all my coworkers right there. We're getting ready to head out to someplace, but the resort was literally on the beach, you all. You walk into the lobby and what you saw was that right there. Then the second day we went out to lunch, and we had lunch in the jungle, you all, which was absolutely amazing. I definitely, certainly enjoy this. This was probably one of the highlights of my trip. We ended up having lunch out in the jungle in Tulum, out by the Mayan Ruins, which is, we'll see a video of that a little bit later. We went to do that as well. But this place, actually you can reserve it for little retreats and stuff like that. They have like an open dining room, separate little bungalows or whatever, which you'll see later on in this video. Little fire area where you can, create a bonfire. And I think that was one of the little bungalows. There were several of them out there. They had a little pool area, and I think it was closed for the season, or I guess nobody rented it, or whatever the case was. But it was rustic and, pretty cool. And I wanted to take an opportunity to show it to you guys because it probably was the highlight of my trip. We only went for the day, just kind of walk around in the jungle, had lunch, and then we're going to go check out the Mayan ruins. But it's a little pool area right here. Guess you can come like as a family or as a group or whatever and have a retreat is what it's a retreat area. It's what it is to kind of get away from, all the crazies because it was in the cut, you all. So we from where our hotel was, it feel like it was like a 45-minute drive. It was still in Tulum, but it feel like it was a 45-minute drive. But I, absolutely love and enjoyed it, and thought I would just show you guys some clips of it. That's the true jungle, you all, true jungle. And I thought it was pretty cool and thought it was worth sharing with you all. And I think in the next clip, you guys are going to see one of the little bungalows. I don't know if they call it bungalows or something like that, that you guys can, or, if you're visiting that area, you're doing it as a retreat, you can actually, that's where your sleeping quarters, will be. But as you can see, just, outside in nature, enjoying being secluded and getting away from all the crazies that's or craziness of the world. Yep. And here what were we doing here? We're trying to sneak into one of those little bungalow or cottages, or I'm not sure what you call it, but check that out, you all. It's actually pretty neat. It's actually pretty neat. I'm sure we can find, there are stuff like this back home, but when people go to Mexico, they're going to the beach and everybody's going to Cancun and, not checking out the like real nature. This was one of the things that I literally look forward to. All my coworkers just kind of hanging out and, looking around. But one of the things that I, appreciate when I go to places like this is to check out nature. Yeah, here is the I don't know if it's a bungalow. I don't know if it's a room or whatever you call it. But as you can see, everything is, even the bed is made of just concrete, and then they have the mattress on top of it. But it's a cute little space, kind of cool, kind of neat. But I'm staying at a fancy hotel, all inclusive resort. But it's cool to kind of see and check this out. And I thought I would share this with you guys, that there's a little bit more to Mexico, you all, than just Cancun. I think that's where most people decide to go to. Tulum is absolutely amazing, as you guys can see here. And if you're into nature and want to enjoy the outdoors and want to enjoy nature, Tulum is one of those places to check out. Then we are back at the resort. And no, this was not the resort. Actually, this is the Mayan ruins. And it is, yes, by the beach, right? This was the highlight of my trip, you all. We had the opportunity to choose different excursions, and this was what I chose, the Mayan ruins. So you guys, just enjoy this, take it in. It's, if you're in Tulum, it's just one of the things that you should do. It's the Mayan ruins by the ocean, you all, and it is the second best part of the trip for me. Or no, the first. It was the highlight of the trip for me. Is we had a guided tour, but I kind of went off on my own and just checking out the ruins and checking out the ocean and just enjoying being outside. It was hot as kick, you all. Hot, 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 hot. But I'm Jamaican, so I can take a little bit of heat. Even though I'm Jamaican, I'm not a big fan of the heat. But it is what it is. Just to enjoy nature, just to be outside. It was a nice breeze coming off of the ocean, and it's cool when you visit a place like this to go to the beach and relax. And but I want to see where the locals, I want to see the history of the place. I want to see just some of what I want to say, some of nature, some of the natural aspects, some of what the locals consider to be, historic sites and stuff like that. That's what I enjoy when I go on vacation. And, sometimes I come back from vacation exhausted and tired. But it's okay. I come back with memories, because if this is the only time that I've been to Cancun, and again, it was a work trip, so I went on my company's dime. I work for, a company that manages hotel for Marriott hotels. And if I can do it on the company's dime, hey, then just, going out and hanging out and enjoying the Mayan ruins is what you're looking at right here. And yes, you all, I had my sunglasses, I had my hat on, I had my sunblock on, because it was hot. It was hot. But I enjoyed every moment of it. We were out there for probably maybe an hour and a half or so. But again, we're back at the resort. As you can, that's the lobby right there, you all. On the other side of that entrance is the front. So as you walk in, you pass the front desk, you pass the lobby, and you go straight to the beach, you all. So I'm actually walking from the beach right now, walking back into the lobby area that is just wide open to the ocean. As you can see on the other side, that's where you pull up to check in at the front door. That was absolutely breathtaking. I actually enjoy that when I go to resorts. They had several restaurants, several bars, and yeah, that's me again outside getting them tan. So that is it, you all. It is, I think, a little bit nicer on this side. It's the adult side to me. But as you can see, it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. So it is the Hilton and the Conrad in Tulum, which is about an hour, I want to say, south of Cancun. We flew into Cancun and then got on a shuttle, drove here to Tulum. And I think Tulum now has a international airport, or it's a new airport, and it just started taking flights internationally. So that's one option if you want to fly directly here. A little bit smaller than Cancun, not as busy. If you go into the city of Tulum, it's touristy, but it's smaller. Restaurants are actually pretty nice there. We went out one night to have dinner, and it was okay. It was okay. Not it's I'm more of a Caribbean island vacation type of girl, but I'm here for work, and just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the resort that I stayed at. And there it is, you all. What you can see over there is where the resort starts, and buildings, 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 buildings. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. One restaurant right there. There is a pool bar right there. There is another restaurant right there, another one right there. And then as far as your eyes can see over there, that's where I was earlier. The little kiddie pool goes all the way to the end. There's the ocean. So I'm back, or I'm over at the adult side of the resort, you all. And it's a little bit nicer, I think. The beach is not the greatest. Like, the ocean looks nice, but The beach itself is not the greatest, but I like how they have the pool set up out here, restaurants kind of behind me, and pool bar. And as far as your eyes can see, it is the ocean. It's pretty hot, but it's pretty, the wind makes it not as bad. But I'm going to show you how expansive this place is, you all. It's huge, the layout of it, so let me show you. Now it's time to head back home, you all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you decide to go to Tulum, it's just a little bit of overview. The Hilton is a cool place to stay at. It's Hilton and Conrad. They're both like Hilton properties. I'm a Marriott girl, but you know, it's where the company paid for. But if you decided to go to Tulum, hopefully that will show you just a little bit of overview. And we are headed back home, you all. Subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, you know, all that good stuff. Until next time, I will take you on my trip of wherever else the travels take me. But until next time, y'all, bye.